And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy as kind of a celebratory playthrough of a Spyro, A Realm Beyond being announced. How's it going, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. How's it going? I still am in shock. You know, it's like I feel like I have to wake up every day and remind myself that, hey, it's not Spyro 4 anymore. It's not Spyro 4 anymore. It is Spyro, A Realm Beyond. And you know what's another name I keep calling it? Spyro, A New Realm. I keep almost calling it that. Because maybe my brain is thinking of like, you know, a new beginning and just thinking, oh, new game. So I don't know if my brain is just kind of smashing that together, but we got our first donation in the stream coming from is it Kitsune? Donate $5 super chat for Holding Face CG. Hope this finds you well. Thank you so much. Yes, we held out hope. It's now ARB. Yes, we call it. Yes, when I'm saving things, I call it ARB. Victorian donated $10 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Gotta say hi the traditional way. Thank you so much. We got 2 donations so far. Hey, Nintendo, how's it going? So happy for the new game. Are you thinking of doing a Road to Realm Beyond by playing every Spyro? I am thinking of doing what the one I did Alpine Ridge already. Yes, I am thinking about doing something like that. What I want to do is I do want to do a journey to there, but unfortunately, there's there's 1 or 2 games part of that journey that will not be played, so I'm trying to figure out how to time it up. Enter the Dragonfly is reserved for the 100,000 subscriber stream. I have promised people that when we hit 100,000 subscribers, that we would do a 12-hour Enter the Dragonfly stream. Hey, LGVZ, yo, CG, happy Thursday. Just watched today's video and left some thoughts and questions. I'll be happy to try to answer them, LGVZ. I'll try my best. I'll try my very best. Do I have Spyro's adventure? I have to double check. I know, of course, I have Trap Team. I have to dig out all my Skylanders. You see, that would be awesome, Victorian, because we have now been, I am just over the moon. I'm over the moon. The channel has been, going up. It's getting anywhere from, I mean, the first day back, it was like, you know, when the game got announced, it was like 300-400 subscribers, day 1. I think day 1 we got back 500 subscribers the day that it got announced, and then it was 300 the next day, and then it was 100 the next day, and 100 the day after that. So I think we're kind of starting to level out at about 100 subs a day. So I feel just so. Hello, CG. I'm super pumped for the new Spyro, as am I. Choice of my job, so I'm responsible for other people and haven't been able to see much. LOL. Adulting is wild. You're doing so awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
They insist on moving everything in sight.
Oh, yes, Trayvon, and it's going to be the GameCube version, which, if anybody knows, is the worst version. Why? Well, we're gonna suffer. Might as well just suffer. I messed this one up. I have to look at Spider-Man 2 flying. Trevon, I am so sorry. Trevon, I will get it. I got it once. What about doing Spyro? go. Was Enter the dragonfly is like the hazing you go through before arm. It's like before you can do this, you have to go do this. It's like I'm on PC right now, playing on a PlayStation 5 controller. And I hope it's not the tech demo. I hope it was the failed tech demo. The let's try that again.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then,
remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
On PC, made the rookie error of leaving FPS uncapped, which caused sliding issue. Yeah, there's a few issues and stuff. There's a video that I want to make. So you still have to set the game to 30 FPS and not soft lock a certain door in Spyro 1. I haven't encountered that soft lock yet. I've heard of the steps not working well in the one area, but I'm not sure what you mean by the door, because I've always had the door. I've never had that type of bug yet. That's awesome, Ben-Hu. Yeah, I have the mod installed, and I haven't had time to fix it, because quite literally, if you guys see the video that went live, it went live, I ate dinner, and then, the video went live, I ate dinner, you know, breathed for, 10 minutes, and then booted the game up and got the stream set up, and then as I was getting it, I was like, ah, crud, I forgot to turn off the mod. So we still have T-pose eyes for now. Hey, there's a lot of people coming in. Say hi, I just want to say hi to everybody who's coming in and saying hi. How's it going? Yeah, I had a PS1 crash shirt, but I actually lost my original one that I had, the one that looked almost like this the day that Insane launched. It's lost. I don't know where it went, but it's lost. And so I had to... Nixion donated $10 through Super Chat. There we go. This should be a more familiar name. It has been a while. It has been. And yes, that is a much more familiar name. Thank you so much. Of course I remember. Oh yeah, there's so many OGs. There's so many OGs who are popping by who are like, I remember. And I'm like, I remember you. And we're all like, we remember each other. Which is amazing. We're all waking up. It's like the horn of Gondor was blown. Now, there is a lot of we may do the GBA games if anyone is interested. I know a lot of people specifically are interested in me doing Shadow Legacy. I've heard that. I got a feeling that portals are still going to be a part of the game. I got a feeling that portals... So, CG, Disco Inferno, FMB, when? Man, listen. I want to do it, but I need a little bit more footage, because if there's one thing that I definitely have been sitting there, I'm like, I am so happy, and I am not throwing a fit over the fact that we got Spyro A New Realm revealed. Having said that, okay, I wish we had more gameplay. Like, just to give you an idea, we had gotten enough gameplay to put into a Vine. Okay, a Vine. You could have put all the gameplay that we got in that trailer into a Vine. And I was like, please, just a little bit more. Can we get, 30 seconds? I'd be happy with 30 seconds. Please. I mean, you got 100 times more gameplay than the Oot remake. Oh, can we talk about that for a second? Listen, okay? I didn't think that Nintendo would put up such a blunder of a direct. I'm sorry, listen. Outside of like Oot and a few other things, that direct was awful. Okay? That direct was awful. But here's the other thing. Here's the problem that blows my mind. It says 2026. There was something that that Game Over Greggy over on, I can't remember I know the guys. My brain is, I'm just drawing a blank on the name right now. But Game Over Greggy, his reaction was hysterical. Okay? His reaction when they revealed that it was 2026, they were like, oh, they're ending it. Oh, they're just going to do the CGI. And it goes 2026. He's like, then show something! Then show it! We're already halfway through the year! Then show it! Why are you not showing anything? Like, what are we doing? Is revealing sooner than Spyro, and even Spyro got a snippet of gameplay. I don't know. That was I focus on YouTube, which I do not have an account, and I have a question for you. Back to your Spyro 4 A Realm Beyond character tier list. You mentioned that you believe that both Ignitus and Chronicler should be in the game. Yes. Consider the correction between them and the TLS. So do you think that they would be independent throughout, leading to something similar to John and Dragon, or start out as such? To answer your question, I think that there could be inspirations taken from Dawn of the Dragon, of course, but I don't think that there should be a plot for plot, beat for beat, the same progress as Dawn of the Dragon. But I think that their purpose and their idea could be really cool, and I think having that would be really interesting. Interested alpha footage. Do you think they're still in alpha, or do you think they're been in beta already? So beta lasts a long time for multiplayer games, but for single player games, it's not so much. From what I've heard, once you're in beta, basically when you're in beta, you're in cleanup mode, right? That's where I'm. And the problem is that it's a loose term, right? It's a very loose term. We got our first Streamlabs donation of the stream coming from Just of the Lore of the Dragon, a $1. Do you think there will be sand? Yes, I think there will be sand. That's the first Streamlabs donation of the stream, and it's asking for sand. Mystic Fire has subbed at tier 1. Thank you so much for the tub, Mystic Fire. The sub. I can word, and word is good, and so I appreciate the support. Thank you, everybody. So this is where it's a little bit weird. Alpha is really, 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 really broad.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and
in my opinion, it's way too broad. Because if you say open alpha, open beta, unfortunately, these are typically really broad. From what I have understood, from what I have been able to understand, is that when you're considered. We got another Streamlabs donation. It's another $1. Lore of the Dragon, the Lore of Shooter Dragon, the donated $1. Can you eat it? You know, I'll ask that you know what? As a member of Team Spyro, I will ask, will there be sand? And can you eat it? We will. Should make that as a meme, like as a member of Team Spyro. Just get back here. Oh yeah, yeah. If I was at a job and that Spyro game and A Realm Beyond came out, I would literally be like, I have I can't go to work itis for Spyro. As a member of Team Spyro. Sound like the guy from Town Square. Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Let's go. Are you okay, CG? No. No, you need a monocle. Yes. A big one. So I know from TFB about Spyro for how long until the Xbox showcase. Being under NDA is tough work. Being under NDA is very tough work. I was not told where it was. I was that. Blah, 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 blah. That package. I read that note to you guys, right? I read that note. So that note did not tell me where Spyro was going to be revealed, and there was a reason why I had a calmness. But also, too, there was something in the back of my mind. I'm like, what if this is Gamescom? What if this is like a very bad decision and have it revealed at Gamescom, right? Like, because that crossed my mind. I was like, what if it's at Gamescom? And I'm like, and this would be the silliest decision ever. And I was like, please don't let it be at Gamescom, right? So, but that's why when I was at Summer Game Fest and it didn't happen, I was like, okay. And it's probably going to be Xbox, right? But still, there was a little thing in the back of my mind that was like, oh no, what if it's at Gamescom? Because remember that I had gotten the Rumble package, but it was the Rumble and Crash Bandicoot coming to Steam. It was in like October, and then it was like 2 months later they announced Rumble. So I was sitting there, I was just like, I was like, oh no. Reignited was announced at PAX East, which is typically not where you reveal things. It wasn't even on like the show floor. It was just revealed at the marketing there. All right, and I was just like, oh no. So, do we know when ARB is set? Is it a year after Year of the Dragon, Enter the Dragonfly, or Hero's Tale still canon? So, it's been soft, low-key confirmed, but not outright stated that the core trilogy is the focus. So, they've said everything but that, yes, this is the continuation after Year of the Dragon. They've said everything but that. So I think that they don't want the same blowback that they had gotten with Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, where it was like the name implied that the implication of the name was that nothing else after, Crash Warped happened. And that ruffled a lot of people's feathers. So I got a feeling that was most likely the reason why the 4 was dropped from the name. But they're probably going to have a whole bunch of content from like legacy games from stuff around it. Like, oh yeah, if you played this game, you would recognize this. Or if you played this game, you would recognize this. I think that, like I said, if Cinder came back, she would have to have some involvement with the story. Yeah, I think definitely time has passed. So I think this is my... Now, listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know much more, if any more, than what is now public. So I'm trying to think, do I know anything else more than what is public? I think everything... Maybe one thing. Maybe one, but And if you read in between the lines, you can kind of figure it out too. But basically everything that I know you guys know at the moment. There was a Q&R, geez. That I do the Q&R. There was a Q&A, a Zoom Q&A that we did. And it was good. Of course, not allowed to record. But most of what was discussed, if not all, was discussed through different interviews and stuff. To my knowledge, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that was said that I didn't say in today's video. I said some stuff in today's video that wasn't mentioned yet, but the majority of everything that's been mentioned is kind of there. Yeah, I think that if you're hiding lore, I'm going to sell your Funko Pops for a fair price. I do. So listen, here's the thing. As much as I'm going to be asking for it, I am going to ask for something in related to Reignited. I am. Because I do think that it would be nice for Reignited to receive a next-gen update. But I wouldn't hold my breath. And the reason why I wouldn't hold my breath is simply because Toys for Bob is now a much smaller team than they were, right? Then you have Sanzaru, and Sanzaru is now dissolved. So now you have Sanzaru, that's dissolved. You have Toys for Bob, who is no longer technically owned by Activision, and now they're all working from home. So it's kind of like, okay, now we have to dig up a game that, can they even crack back open? Can they get access to it? Will Activision allow them to do it? Is it worth it? But I will ask. I am going to ask for there to be some sort of patch and or update for Spyro Reignited for next gen / PC / everything in between. I am going to ask for it. Will I get it? I have no idea. But it will be something that I will ask for. What I am doing is I'm trying to assemble a way to be able to get not just my voice, but everybody else that's been invited to being a part of Team Spyro to join in and be able to participate in, well, you know, doing this. Like, you know, to hear input from all these different people.
Well done, Spyro.
It is, I mean, it is working. I don't think, I think saying that it's not working is not necessarily the you know, is a slant on the truth. It's working, and it works good enough. It's just that Spyro 3 is a little bit funky, right? What if TFB is just here lurking? You know what? I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. There's some things I've been told over the years that still blow my mind today. Like, to give you an idea, do you guys remember when there was a when I did my interview with Thomas Wilson, they had watched my content. I was told that, you know, I was told personally that a lot of people over at Beanox had watched my content. And that was something that I kind of kept close to the chest because I didn't want to say anything. And then Thomas kind of said, yeah, when you made that video saying, like, goodbye, like, you know, it's done and over with, you know, we were like, no, you know, don't be sad. And I've been told other things as well, which I'm just like, wow, okay. It makes me anxious, but I'm wondering, is anybody from Toys for Bob watching? It's possible. In the staff seeing a reaction to stream or two later. I mean, yeah, I know that the staff saw my reaction, my Spyro reaction. I know that for a fact because the Spyro account shared a video with my reaction in it, me going ballistic. We might be having a little bit of a dip in for lag. Just give me a second here. Yeah, looks like we're getting just a little dip. Hey, Southwest Warrior, how's it going? Don't know if we're getting a little dip or not, but let me just adjust the output just a little bit, just to help out, just a smidgen. There we go. That should help. We'll see. Come on. Stop dipping down. When I popped in, the dip happens. That's what happens. We'll be... You know what? We got to give a shout out to Cody Merrill. Let me tell you something, okay? This guy, his name is Cody, and I don't know if he's here tonight, but he has been on nearly every single one of our videos, my videos, Fissure's videos, many, many, many people's videos that talk about Spyro, about him saying that the next Spyro needs to have free flight. And I will admit, my brain would always say, yeah, there's Cody talking about the free flight like Dawn the Dragon, and I get it, and that's what he wants. And I think he had commented that on nearly every single one of my videos that he has left a comment in some way. He would always open with, can't wait to take flight in the new Spyro, and then leave his comment. And he was there nearly every single, yeah, Fissure can back me up here, every single video. And lo and behold, does a Realm Beyond not have some form of, it's not free flight, but boy howdy is it basically what Cody's asked for. And I just sat there and laughed and laughed. Like, that is one of the funniest, most hysterical things ever. And you know what? He manifested it. He manifested it. Man, he just, like, he pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and said every single one. It's you know, I am very much excited to see what people are, you know, what people are going to be saying and seeing if there was, there is going to be, fighting on 100-degree weather. Woo! No, thank you. I think that it's hysterical, though, that there is, like, also, too, there was a, now, there was something that I read today that was released, that literally released right after I posted my video, so I was like, of course it would drop right after. But I'm going to read something to you. I'm going to read something to y'all. So 1 second. Just real quick, because Games Radar reports, Spyro Realm Beyond dev says the hot shot has been a member for 50 months. Spyro hype, Spyro hype, Spyro hype. Let's go. So here we go. Spyro, a Realm Beyond dev, says the loud, inconsistent fans who bought 11 million copies of the Reignited Trilogy helped manifest the series' first new game in years. Now, of course, we can, first thing that we can just, you know, take right off the top is that Spyro Reignited has now sold 11 million copies. Bueno. Now, there is a whole bunch of, I really do encourage you to go look at this, but there is something down here that made me want to, like, almost, I'm going to read it and I'm going to just let you guys come to a conclusion. Meanwhile, Yen notes that the studio was a bit more confident with the idea of taking on Spyro. Going independent was taking on massive, massive risk, right? It's taking a bet on ourselves, he says, adding, we knew coming out of Reignited, that title sold over 11 million copies, so there's an audience that woke up to show up for that series. Every year, every gaming event, we hear the fan base show up. Like, when is there going to be a new Spyro title? Even before we had pitched this, Yan explains, this, in turn, helped the studio in pitching the new title. When we came to Xbox and said, listen, here's our plan, we said, look, there's a community. It's loud and consistent. They know what they want. You're here to make this game. What else do you need? Let's get this thing going. Okay. This, in turn, helped the studio in pitching the new title. This was something that was this blew my mind. This blew my mind. And it made me think. And there was something that I had said not too long ago. There was something that somebody had asked me, like, what if the Spyro Community Day didn't do anything? And I said, we're uniting fans to show that there's a need and there's a want. And every year we did Spyro Community Day, that was the point. That was the point. It was to... The whole point of Spyro Community Day was to achieve exactly that. Because I remember sitting there saying, all we need is during a community day for one person to turn and look and just look at what's trending on Twitter and just be like, huh, Spyro's trending. I wonder why. One person in power. That's it. That's all that was needed. That's all that I was hoping for. That it was just a nudge, a push. That was it. That was all. Just a push.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in Crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you
again?
I'm out of here.
That was all that I wanted. That's all that I sat here and shouted about. That's all I needed was, I was like, I just want them to notice. Just, that's it. And that's why we organized the community day. That was the point. And people showed up and showed out. Izzywick donated $10 super chat to celebrate. I'm going to go on a Spyro marathon. Yes, even the Legend of Spyro Trilogy. Hey, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Go for it. Go for it. And the fact that he mentioned that people have been asking for it before they even pitched it. Right? Because we were doing Spyro Community for a while. We all pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. We pushed and asked and asked. And I am over the moon about it. I'm over the moon about it. I'm over the moon because it now feels like we were heard. That we all sat down and we all shouted. And the strategy of all shouting at once, hoping that it would be heard in some way, And
Thank you. Papa, would you like to go?
would it be bold of me to say? Is it wrong for me to say? Is it bold? Mark Vincible doing $2 super chat. I'm hoping the bosses from Realm Beyond are awesome. I hope so too. I love. I that would be awesome. I wanted Spyro to come back. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. I wanted Spyro to come back so bad. And that's evidenced by all the videos. And yes, I speculated and held hope because I looked at the ingredients and I looked at it. I was like, it's all there. The game, it sells crazy merch. The game sold really well. It reviewed well. It's a well-beloved. I'm like, and Toys for Bob loves it. Right? So I'm sitting here, and I sat there. I was like, something is not making sense to me. This is not making any sort of sense. How are we not getting a new Spyro? Because all the evidence was there. Also, too, there was the one thing that I didn't mention, and I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna get the fact confirmed. So fact TBD. But when I looked at my notes from the Zoom meeting, Toys for Bob had been building different prototypes for this game for years. Now I gotta double check that. I can confirm and say that there have been prototypes, but what I can't confirm is how long those prototypes have been, if it's been literally years, or if it's been like a year or two, right? Or if it's been years. So I want to get clarification of that in the first interview that I can nab. When I get my first interview, you're going to best believe I'm going to be asking a whole bunch of questions, not just about the game, but to the lead up of the development of the game. And I will be frank. I'll talk about my videos and be like, hey, this and this, what, if I can connect it, what was this, and did this mean something, and did this not mean something, and I'm gonna see if I can ask those questions and see if I can go that far and be like, hey, you know what, let's do a check. What was right, what was wrong, where did it go? Because here's the other thing, is that the other thing is that they said that there were seeds of a Realm Beyond already placed in Reignited. So I'm like, okay, that's really interesting. So is it in the design? Is it in the, I want to know where those seeds are, right? And here's the thing. I'm wondering, the Cinder Plate, you see? Beyond Xanos, you're thinking already, right? You're already thinking, right? Is that a seed? Maybe or not. Okay. What's behind that door? That's another good question, right? What was added to Reignited that were the seeds for A Realm Beyond? And if there were seeds planted all the way back there, was Toys for Bob teasing how long has Toys for Bob been teasing this? And it begs the question of, how do I word this? I'm trying to figure out a way to word this question right. Was the constant speculation used as a way to be able to keep people consistently talking about Spyro so that eventually when they go to pitch Spyro, they can turn around and say, look at all the fan activity? I don't know. I certainly want to find out. I certainly want to know. I certainly would like to hear about it. I would love to be able to see, hey, what about Rumble? Was there any seeds in Rumble that made it all the way to, because we had a Spyro season. What about CTR? Right? Because we had it confirmed that Toys for Bob basically dressed up. Time to put the tinfoil hat on again. Oh boy. Yes, we are. There are several questions to ask. There are a lot of questions to ask. There's a lot of things to wonder and figure out. And, you know, I genuinely am thrilled with the people who stuck with me. I gotta give a shout out to everybody, because I could not give this up. I couldn't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't give it up, because I was like, I see it's there. What am I missing? Over the years, I was like, okay, here's why I think this, and here's why I think that, and here's my evidence for it. And over the years, I was like, what am I missing? Toys for Bob wants to do it. We had that evidence locked down. We did. And I'm not going to sit here and change my stance or story. I'm talking even before my Spyro 4 report. I'm talking before that. We had evidence before that Toys for Bob was interested and wanted to do another Spyro. We had it. Lock and key. We had it. We had that. And people can sit there and say it meant nothing. No, it meant something. Oh, we received another donation from Jim C, who donated $10 to Streamlabs. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, there is a donation link in the description below. That helps a lot. Thank you so much. We are at $198.61 of the $1,500 goal. Thank you so much. Just want to say you've been doing an incredible job with the Spyro coverage this week. Looking forward to the road ahead to A Realm Beyond. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I wanted to be able to go a little bit faster. I had a bit of a delay this week, a little bit of a hiccup, and I'm going to be completely free by the 15th. By June 16th, I will be free completely. RC Polygon's been a member for 1 month. Do you think that we will deep dive into the Spyro game at next year's Xbox Developer Direct in January 2026? Absolutely possible. I want to see if Spyro is going to be at PAX West this year, which is in September. And if it is, I would have to take a flight to Seattle. Oh, we got another Streamlabs donation. Thank you so much from... We got a $3 donation from Just of the Lore of the Dragoon. Donate $3. The Aether Crest. The Aether Crest is real. I think you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do think that the Aether... did they... Unless they just tweeted something that I'm missing. Hold on. Did they just tweet something? Okay. But yes, I do think that the Aether Crest is real. I believe it. I'm right there beside you. The Aether Crest being real, I'm right there beside you. But if I would have to fly out to Seattle. So, if it is there, I would have to try to figure out a way to see if I could get there so that I can get some exclusive coverage for you guys. I would try to figure out a way to get there. We might have to do, a live stream. We'll have to see. For us to get to Seattle.
Spyro. The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really sticks.
So something I was wondering is that if they are independent, how is it still under Activision? Okay. So, here we go. This is where we get into first parties, second parties, and ownerships. So, I'm just going to quickly explain. You have Xbox. Xbox owns Activision. So when Activision says, oh, Activision Studios, it means Xbox, okay? I want you to imagine a puppet, okay? You have Xbox, and then the puppet is Activision, okay? So when this is, it's Activision Studios, it means that it's an IP sourced from Activision, but the company that owns it and funds it and manages it is Xbox. Dark Golem doing $10 super chat. Hey, Canadian guy, I love your stuff. And to correct the question I asked, I meant like bad endings that included Spyro losing / defeated for the fans who had bad endings in games. And here you go. Thank you so much for the $10. That might be interesting in that aspect. I think that would be a different take to be able to do. That would be cool. I would have to see what the context of that is. But with it being kind of, you know, seemingly having a more open world aspect, you never know. So, when it says Activision, I want you to imagine Microsoft, okay? Now, Toys for Bob is third party. So what does that mean? That means that Toys for Bob has their own volition of how they are handled. So what happened was that when they were owned by Activision / eventually Microsoft, there was a corporate mandate to where essentially Call of Duty was suffering and they needed help. So that meant they turned to basically Toys for Bob and said, all hands on deck, you're helping with Call of Duty now. And Toys for Bob sat there and was like, we don't really want to do that. And it was like, well, too bad. We got a little bit of lag. So,
Good job, Spyro.
when they
One
be,
day you'll be able to tell
if they
all
were
the
to do,
dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd
I
really
gotta
like to do
fix
is
the T-pose
get out of
eyes.
this swamp.
So, when you're underneath the studio, what happens is that Activision then turns around and they fund each and every person. They're like, okay, who are you hiring for an employee? And Activision signs the check, okay? Or in this case, Microsoft signs the check for each employee's money and makes a bunch of the decisions. What happens now as a third party is that if Microsoft turned and said, hey, we want you to do something else, they have to stop what they're doing. Toys for Bob, if you're a third party, you come to a pre-agreement beforehand. You come and you meet at a table and you say, hey, we're going to make this and we want to make this. And then Microsoft cuts a check for the whole project and hands it to Toys for Bob right away. Says, here you go. Divvy it up as you like. And then Toys for Bob chooses who to hire. They choose who gets paid, and they have their own accounting that does all the money. So that then they just Microsoft just says, "Hey, we'll check in next quarter, right? Next quarter, let us know what your development stuff is, right?" That, and then after this, Toys for Bob has no obligation to do another Spyro. But if they wanted to do another Spyro, they would have to sit down and have a contract with Microsoft again. Sit down and say, hey, we want to do Spyro. We want to do it for this much. We can do it for this. We can do it for that. And then they negotiate to see, okay, how many millions of dollars do you need to be able to make another one? And then Microsoft might counter and say, hey, you know, because Toys for Bob might turn and say, hey, we need $6 million. And then $6 million in 3 years, right? They could turn around, and then when they're contracting, Xbox might say, how about we'll give you $7 million, but in 2 years, right? And then they sit there and say, okay, if with that extra $1 million, we can hire more people so we can get it done faster, and they can and they can debate and figure all that out, and that happens before every project now. Also Canadian, and was impressed by the reveal of the Xbox Showcase. My very first and only Spyro game was Eternal Night for the DS. That's awesome. Sorry for having, yeah, refresh your streams if you guys are having a little bit of lag. I don't know what's going on my end. But yeah, that's essentially how this stuff works now. And now, if the Xbox turns around and says, hey, we want you to do another Spyro, and Toys for Bob says, no thanks, we're good, they don't have to do it. What is the budget? I don't know. I'm throwing numbers out. I'm throwing numbers out, right? I'm not sitting here and saying, oh yeah, here's the budget, here's how much. No, I don't have that knowledge. Right? But that's how it essentially works now, is that now, instead of getting paid, you know, directly from Microsoft, they're paid by Toys for Bob, and Toys for Bob is the one who delegates, okay, this is how much you make in terms of income, this is how much you earn, this is how much the position pays for. Shoot, I missed the skill point. This is how much the position pays for, this is how long we're going to do and stuff, and that's all set up beforehand, right? But Xbox still pays for the marketing, right? Xbox pays for the marketing. So the commercials, the collaborations, the marketing and stuff, Xbox still pays for that. And they pay that separately. They pay a separate budget for that. Because they own the IP. And there's possible things in the contract where, like, maybe they get a bonus if they sell it X amount of copies, or they get a bonus if it gets a certain Metacritic score, or they get a bonus if, you know, every contract is different, right? But at the end of the day, Toys for Bob does not own Spyro. Microsoft does. Xbox does. They're probably going to enable the in-game ads for like the free-to-play games. On doing your own merch or a new t-shirt, I love to make you some designs. I have someone that I look for designs at the moment, but if you are interested, drop me an email at CanadianGuy@outlook.com. Send me your. I mean, yes, I'm always interested in merch. I'm always interested in doing merch and stuff. If anyone is interested to, you know, be hired, I am not promising anything, because I've had someone lose their mind at me before because of something relating to this. Point is that if I am not promising hiring, I'm saying that if you are interested in wanting to create some merch, like shirt designs and stuff for the channel, if you are interested, send your resume to my email, CanadianGuy@outlook.com, and send me not your resume, but your portfolio. Send me your portfolio. I'll take a look over it, and your rates too, your general rates, your portfolio, and let me know, and I will try to get back. So you clarified that any plans to add more ads to Xbox, the idea is only under discussion. Yeah, it's under discussion. Do you think that we'll ever get Spyro Crash mashup game? I don't know if I want a crossover in the sense of a crossover that's like, oh, it's a Crash and Spyro platformer game. If it's outside of platforming, I'm down for it. Absolutely, I'm down for it. If it's like, oh, a party game or a racing game or whatnot. When you get to platforming, it gets tricky, because the philosophy behind Spyro and Crash is not the same. The philosophy is not the same thing. And I don't think the sum of its parts would work out the best. I don't think. That's me. But overall, I think the majority of like the party games or the collabs are, I think Crash is still going to be the more popular IP. I mean, I think Spyro may be treated still as the little brother IP to Crash because Crash has such a dominance over the world. Meanwhile, North America and Europe, it's close between Crash and Spyro, but in Japan and like the Middle East and just worldwide, it's not even close. Crash Bandicoot wins when it comes to worldwide. And I love Crash, and that's no problem. But there is probably going to be, like, if they do another racing game, it's going to be labeled as CTR, and then Spyro will get added on as an addition as well. So, I think that, the next game we might get is CTR. Then probably along with the movie, we might get a thing, and then we'll see from there.
Attack
Frogs? Crash is Mr. Worldwide. Kinda, yeah. That's the thing, is that Crash is Mr. Worldwide, and Spyro is kind of Mr. North America and Europe. Spyro isn't as popular. I mean, in Brazil, Crash is crazy popular. Crash is crazy popular in Brazil. Crash is crazy popular in just everywhere, right? So that's where I think that Crash is always going to be the bigger brand. But that doesn't mean that, Spyro is any less. It's just that Crash has a legacy that just was well established beforehand, and the only way that I see them making a priority for Spyro is if A Realm Beyond comes out and it absolutely just, I'm talking, just blows it out of the park. Just winds up and absolutely, I'm talking, reviewers are saying, hey, this is better than Mario Odyssey. Hey, which is not going to happen because, I mean, reviewers have this Mario bias. It's just like anything Mario related comes out, it starts at a 7 out of 10. It starts at a 7, right, and then goes up from there. I don't know what it is about Mario games and like reviewers when it comes to Mario games. It's just that Mario always reviews well. Oh, Australia would also be pretty big for Crash as well, I would say. But that's what I mean, is that like just worldwide. No, I wouldn't say Spyro is niche. I would not say Spyro is niche. No, it's just that Spyro resonated with a North American and European audience more. In fact, I think there was a number that we found where it was like, I can't remember what number it was. One second. There we go. There it was. There was a number that I remember reading and kind of coming to the realization that I think it was Europe where Spyro was more popular than Crash in Europe, which was wild to me. And then in North America, they were almost identical. In Japan, not even close. It was Crash all the way. Crash was dominant in Japan over Spyro by, a country mile. Right? And there's a reason why for that. It was kind of sabotaged. There we go.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
Oh no!
Game of the Pretty Mario is my second favorite ever Spyro.
remember,
And that's fair. That's fair. I know that a lot of people really do. For me, it just didn't resonate with me. I don't know why. Yeah, they sat there and said, "Oh yeah, that Spyro caused 3D sickness," and it was like, what? Like, what are you talking about 3D sickness? And then They botched the controls, and then after they botched the controls, Spyro 1 didn't sell that well, then Spyro 2 really didn't sell well, so much so that they didn't even make a Year of the Dragon, right? You have to realize Reignited was the first time Japan had gotten Spyro 3, which is kind of wild to think. Best way to support? Well, of course, it's, you know, of course, if you want to subscribe and like the videos, that always helps. If you want to help monetary-wise, there's a link in the description below of the video. It says donate here. If you want to help, donations are not necessary, but are welcome. And you could become a member too, which is like a month, like a Twitch sub. That stuff always helps a lot. That stuff allows me to stay full time. It was, you know, it was actually the streams that have allowed me to be able to stay full time for the past few years. It was the because without the streams, I wouldn't have been able to do full time. I would have had to quit and do it either part time or just stop entirely. And I'm very happy to have been able to continue to do this full time.
Thank you for releasing me.
So yeah, there's see, if Spyro Realm Beyond gets an 85 on Metacritic, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Like, no problems. I'll be happy. I'll be happy as a clam. I'll be, yay! I want this thing to go for the 95. I want this thing to go for the 95. Like, that's what I'm hoping that they go for. I hope that they go for that 95. I hope that they get that Metacritic must, you know, at least 90. Get that 90. You get the Metacritic Must Play Award, which is huge. Like absolutely huge. That would be just absolutely wild. Like, I want that game to hit must play. I want that game to be one of the first Xbox games in a while to, let me rephrase that. I want that game outside of the regular Xbox rotation of like Forza and stuff, the games that we see typically every year, to get nominated for a Game Award and win a Game Award. That is where... Do you think Reignited going forward could change Spyro's reputation in Japan? Not making him as popular as Crash, but better than the botched OG games. The problem is that Crash has nostalgia in Japan and Spyro does not. Like, that's a very powerful tool when it comes to these games, right? Oh, it's going to sell like hotcakes on PlayStation. It's going to sell like crazy on PlayStation. And here's the thing. This is where I genuinely believe that Xbox Game Pass is going to be excellent for Spyro. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold on a second.
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro. Stamp
Stamp
them out and squish them and squash them.
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons
after all. So... there was a stat that I was sent before the stream started. There was a big stat that was sent. One second. That looks really good. Hold on a second. There was a stat that I was sent. So according to Level Up, which is here, let me copy image link. Let me get this all set up because we did get a report. So, according to Level Up, which is a marketing analytics for the gaming industry, they went across and they looked at every single game that was announced from Summer Game Fest, every single one. And according to Level Up, every game scored across trailer performance, press coverage, and community engagement, then merged into a single comparative index. So basically what they did was that they looked at every single game that got announced, and then came up with some measurement, I don't know what it was, where they looked at trailer performance, press coverage, and community engagement, and then showed a comparison. According to Level Up, number 1, God of War Lafe. That's fair. Number 2, Zelda Oot Remake. Number 3, Resident Evil Veronica. Number 4, Marvel's Wolverine. Number 5, Gears of War E-Day. Number 6, Kingdom Hearts. Number 7, Persona 6. Number 7, Persona 6. Number 8, Final Fantasy 7 Revelation. And number 9, Spyro A Realm Beyond. And then before that, Until Dawn 2. You have to realize, for every single game that was announced, okay, which were well over, 200 games? Well over 200 games? From all corners, okay, from the PC Game Magazine, from the Game Awards, or the Summer Game Fest, from Nintendo, from all of that. Number 9 was Spyro Realm Beyond. And not by much. You can even see, not by much, just a little, behind Final Fantasy 7 Revelation. Okay? But let's push this a little further. Okay? We'll push it a little further than this, okay? Where's Call of Duty? I'm serious. Where's Call of Duty? Because how much money do they spend in marketing for that game? An egregious amount. An insane amount. A crazy amount. Where is it? And the reason why that we say that is because that's important. That is important because it's important because Activision's own 2 products that they have. They have 2 products. They have their gold mine, and then they have this fun thing, right? And they love this thing, but this is their gold mine. This is fun, but this is their money maker. And yet the thing that's fun is causing more of a stir and a rumble than this. That's how this works. And Spyro is number 9. Right behind Final Fantasy 7. It was. COD was shown off. COD was the final thing that they showed off at the Xbox showcase. We didn't see it because we were screaming about Spyro. Meaning GTA. Okay. Yeah. GTA 6 wasn't shown off. So, if yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about something else, about Call of Duty. But no, that's the thing. This is important. Top 10 is really good. And also behind one of the most legendary, the most legendary Final Fantasy game. Listen, everybody can sit here and they can say, oh, I'm sick and tired of everyone saying that Final Fantasy 7 is the greatest Final Fantasy. I'm sick and tired of listen, okay? We can have our opinions about whether or not Final Fantasy VII is the greatest Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII is the most commercially successful, recognized, beloved Final Fantasy in the general community more than any other Final Fantasy. Right? 7, 10, and 14 are the big... Yeah. I'd throw 8 in there. I think 8 gets a honorable mention. I think 8 gets an honorable mention. I enjoyed 8. You know. And I... Is Revelation one of the remakes or a continuation? It's the final part of the remake. Which I thought it was going to be called Reunion. I was shocked it was called Revelation. Because I thought it was going to be Remake, Rebirth, Reunion. But now it's Remake, Rebirth, Revelation. And I thought, I thought it was going to be Reunion. I thought Part 3 was going to be called Reunion. Let's go Revelation. Hey, the Mad Magus, how's it going? Reunion is what Crisis Core was called. That's probably why. Okay, well. I thought it was just called Crisis Core. I didn't realize it was called Reunion. Well. I didn't know about that. A revival isn't there, perhaps? Yeah, no. Persona 6 or Persona 4 was probably on there, but it. That's the thing. Is that I don't think. I think that Spyro showing up and being that strong is
Spyro.
a really good indicator for a lot of things. We're getting some lag again. How has the lag been, by the way? My OBS is saying that we're getting some drop frames. Are we? Because I'm not seeing too much over on the Twitch stream. Nothing is going too bad. I'm a little bit shocked at Ocarina as well, Jim. I'm a little bit shocked. What was that list ranking them on? So I'm going to be full up and honest here. Okay? I'm going to be full up and honest here. Okay, it is, according to Level Up, every game scored across trailer performance, press coverage, and community engagement, then merged into a single comparative index. Now, I don't know how they are tracking those numbers. I don't know how they're figuring that out. I have no idea. I'm going to be so honest with you. I have no clue. But according to Level Up, which is a marketing analytics for the gaming industry. So, which is maybe. I have no clue. I have no clue what, like, their terms of measurement that they're using. But that is what that specific company is doing. I'm barely know something like, so I wonder why my OBS is telling me that I got lag. You got lag. There we go. Wait, did I do that right? Or did I do that different? First try. Why do I feel like I did it different? That's the way you're supposed to do it, right? Got it. There we go. First try. Either way, okay. Most viewed, most articles, most mentions on social. Yeah.
Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
We'll see more gameplay sooner rather than for our... I hope so. I really do. I really, really, really hope so. I would love, 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 love for... I would adore. J'adore. I would love for that type of... for it to come out sooner rather than later. Just even like a quick social media tease. I would be so thrilled with that because I want to see the in-game model. What's up with Spyro's eyes? I got a mod on and I messed up and it's T-Pose eyes. If I, like, let me see here. Here, maybe if I put on a different skin, maybe this will help. You know what? We'll throw on... There we go. There, we'll go with Snatcher Spyro. There we go. That will fix all the problems mostly. Wait, what's his name? This is Snatcher Spyro. Snatcher. Snatcher from A Hat in Time. It's cool. It is a cool skin. It's a very cool skin. Also, I hope I went and resubbed on WoW to be able to get that Dragonflight footage to get it all set up and done. Because I was just like, I gotta show. Because the thing is as soon as I saw the gameplay, I was like, that looks like Dragonflight, and that's amazing. That's not a bad thing. That's an amazing thing. That is awesome. That is incroyable. You know, that's incredible to me. Is ooh. The fact that, you know, like it looks like Dragonflight, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That is a very, 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 very good thing. Because friends of mine who aren't big Spyro fans but are big WoW fans saw that. They're like, oh wow, that looks like Dragonflight, and they're like, that's really cool, because Dragonflight was the best like WoW in the past while. It was like it was their we're sorry that Shadowlands sucked so much. Here's this. Dragonflight was amazing. Yes, I love that. It looks like Dragonflight. Yeah, absolutely. Like, so people who are fans of WoW are like, yo, this looks fire. And I'm like, yeah, it looks great. You know, some people would say, you know, some people would be like, oh, you know, it's a bad thing because it looks like WoW Dragonflight. Like, no, it's not. Hey, Elena! With the donation of the stream so far, $50. $50, Elena. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Elena. $5 for Grandma. She's watching. Please say hi, everyone. Hi. 1. You still have 8 to 9 victory sounds to play for the Xbox show, too. Set this aside to go to PAX West just in case Spyro is there. Take yourself since you've been so busy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to try for PAX West. We'll see. It's a very much up in the air. We will see. We don't know. We will see. I hope so. It would be awesome. I'm all over it. So in the I'm going to be talking about this in my next video, because, or maybe not my next video. I have 3 videos planned already, just in my brain, and of course more after that, because but just off the top of my head, I have 3 videos planned. I want to do my honest thoughts. Like, I want to do my very much like, here's how I feel. This is where I think we can, where this is awesome. I think this is where we need to improve. I'll say one thing about Spyro's model. Now, again, I gotta see the in-game. I gotta see the in-game before I make a call. There is one thing I want changed about the model. There's one thing that if you were to ask me, hey, what if you could change one thing about the Spyro model, what would it be? It's the eyes. The eyes are too small. The pupils, they're too small, and the eye, because if you guys look at my video today, I actually increased the pupil size of Spyro just like real quick, and to me it looked better. In my opinion, it looked better than just by, and I didn't even touch this pupil. I just adjusted this pupil here, because the other one, I'll pull the other one up for comparison. That's all I did. I just took the pupil and I just made it bigger. That's all I did. I just, nothing crazy. But again, I don't know if that's the CGI trailer that's causing that, or if it's the, I don't know if it's a CGI trailer that's causing that, or if that's what the final model looks like. And let me see here. So yeah, that was the original eye, and I just did the subtlest of tweak to the one eye. And already I think that looks better, in my opinion. I think that to me makes it look better. I didn't touch the other eye. I just touched this eye. That's it. Just that one. And I do think that makes it better. I think this one here, and that's it. Like, that's literally all I would change is the eyes. Hopefully I zoomed in a bit. Right? Just an adjustment on the eyes. And I think that's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. Here, he looks a little crazy. Here, I think it's toned down a bit. Right? This one looks a little off, in my opinion. I think the eyebrows too, again, I think the shadowing of the eyebrows is a big thing for, because they also showed today, I'll pull this up too. They also showed today, the difference of concept art between, Reignited and, the new model. And genuinely, it's not like too crazy of a difference, but it's a good, like if you take a look here, they actually did a, you think they will change the model for, absolutely they can. Absolutely they can. And I'm not asking for like a big change. Like, take a look. That's Reignited. That's A Realm Beyond, right? You can even see like the eyebrow size in the concept art is almost identical to Reignited. I don't see much of a difference in terms of the eyebrows, right? You can see the difference in the chest, tail, wings, tail, hair, of course, right? Like, it looks like an older Spyro. It looks like Spyro, but older. And that's cool. And I got no problems with that. I think that, and of course the nose as well, right? So you can see, but we can see this was the original Reignited. This is the A Realm Beyond. And this is where I get mad at CGI trailers. I think I get mad at CGI trailers because CGI sometimes doesn't get across what the in-game model looks like, if that makes sense. Because you could have the model rendered in one way in-game versus one way while you're doing CGI, and it doesn't look right. Right? And that's where I'm like, okay, yes, everyone's saying, oh, look at the CGI, look at this, look at this. I'm like, yes, wait till you see the in-game model. And once I want to see the in-game model, once I see the in-game model, I'll be able to make my final determination on how I feel. Sylvie Fox 23 donated €6 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hey, King, a huge fan. When do you predict when the new Crash would be announced? Also, have you ever been to the Netherlands? I want to go to the Netherlands. I would love to go to the Netherlands. I want to go to Europe in general. That would just be awesome in all senses of the word. I love to go to Europe. That is a dream of mine eventually. When do you predict next Crash would be announced? So this is where we get complicated. This is where we get a little complicated. We're coming up to Crash's 30th anniversary, right? And September is the 30th anniversary. But we also have Spyro out, and we don't want them to step on each other's toes in terms of marketing. I think it would be... Oh, dear. I think it would be really cool. Here's how I think it would be really cool. I think it would be really cool if they turn around and they were like, hey, let's do this. Let's go Spyro A Realm Beyond takes the marketing here. Then in September, they do a celebration of Crash. They announce for Spyro A Realm Beyond that there will be a Crash level or a Crash DLC, a Crash mission, whatever you want to call it, in A Realm Beyond as an ode, as a bonus mission, as a, hey, whenever you want to do it, it's off to the side. It's not part of the story, but if you want to do it, it's there. It's fun, and you'll unlock a skin or cosmetic or whatever. Then they do a verbal announcement for a new game, and then maybe they show a trailer at Game Awards. Maybe. Or they wait to the next year after Spyro has been out, the following Summer Game Fest, or the following that they announced the new Crash or whatnot. That is where they could do it. And they have done something like that with Insane, because they gave a verbal announcement for Insane during the 25th anniversary because they didn't have anything to show, but they wanted to show for the sake of, well, hey, it's the anniversary. We should do this, right? And I would suspect the next game would be CTR. That's my... I gotta go back up there. I'm going the wrong way. That's my suspicion right now, is that we would see is next is CTR. Because I think that the next game we see is CTR, and then we're going to get a game that most likely will coincide with the movie / animation / TV show that they have in production now. So I think that's the way that we would go about it. But A Realm Beyond breaks that trend. And also, too, that would mean that we would have to surrender Toys for Bob making the next Crash game. It would have to be most likely... I think Beanox would be handling the CTR. But I think we're going to be back to... my previous idea of it being Iron Galaxy. The Spyro and Crash crossover art has been a hotly contested and debated thing, not in the fact of it existing. It definitely existed, but the idea of, oh, it was a that I am doing this the wrong way, but that's okay. Radical could be involved. There is a possibility of Radical being involved. I don't know what the plan is going to be. I don't know what they're going to... I don't know. Like, because right now, we're in a bit of an awkward situation. Yeah, that interview was, wow. That was, that interview with IGN was a thing. That was, I used to be Warstar 45. How could I forget Warstar? Man, kick my butt in CTR all the time. A great supporter in all ways. Of course I remember you, Warstar. Your name is burnt. This is the first time we're doing a stream here. Oh, that's awesome, Sylvia. I'm happy to be the first person you do it for. Now I feel happy. It was very awkward. Yeah, it was... This looks familiar. Goodrich Games. How's it going, my friend? I bet you can tell that I have been busy. I bet when you heard the news or saw the news, you're going to be like, uh-oh. Canadian guy is going to be going nuts. One of my favorite tweets that I saw was, I believe it was Leo that posted it. That's when Spyro got announced, the first tweet that he posted was, why do I hear screaming coming from Canada? It's been a while, man. How have you been? I've been here. I've been as well as I can be. I've gone crazy. I've been sitting here with all the Spyro lore and up and all the Spyro stuff. Not the Spyro lore. That's not. I'm stealing that from Lord of the Dragon. Not the Spyro lore, but the Spyro. Everything to do with Spyro 4, and now it's here. It's finally back. The Spyro lore. I just had the Spyro 1 and 2 lead programmer recently over for a barbecue. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That would be a fun conversation. Also, I had Charles Zambilis follow me, which was that was incredible, and he frequently likes my tweets, and I'm like, this, I feel like we're friends. Spyro fans crawling out of the abyss. They're like, no, come back here. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna botch that. My friend found the Spyro Funko Pop and bought it for me. I got it on my shelf. That's awesome. I have my Spyro Funko that I had gotten at Toys for Bob, and I had it signed by Peter Kavik. I didn't have it signed by Paul yet. I was trying to get Peter Kavik and Paul to sign it, but Paul was busy with an interview. I was like, oh man. Speaking of, there could be Spyro Funkos. New ones. New ones! Also, can I just say, and you know, here we go, hot take. Can we please get a collector's edition? Can we please get a collector's edition of Spyro A Realm Beyond? Can we please get, please? I want a collector's edition so bad. I don't care how, just give me a collector's edition. I will just throw my wallet at Toys for Bob and say, charge it how you want, please. First I could do one of your streams, but I've been watching your stuff for years now. Your excitement for the series is infectious. So happy Toys for Bob has you on the team. Yes, I'm on Team Spyro, which I'm still waiting for details on what that all means, but I am going to make it mean something, whether it was like, you know, I'm going to make it mean something. I'm making sure that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do something with this. You may not like it. I told my PR rep, I said, I'm gonna send you a dossier. He's like, oh, it's a dossier? A dossier. If I'm part of Team Spyro and you're open to my ideas, boy, howdy, you're gonna get ideas, okay? You're gonna get them, all right? Also, during the Zoom Q&A, I had asked the most questions. And I told them, I said, listen, every opportunity I got for a question, I'm going to ask it. And they laughed. They thought it was funny. I think I asked 6 questions. No. I think I asked 6 questions. Because basically I waited for my turn every time. I waited, and then I would raise my hand, and then wait, and then as soon as another question was said, I raise my hand, I get put into the queue, and at one point I joked on stream. I literally said during the call, I literally said, listen, man, I said, I have 1,000 questions. I said, I will keep asking, and they knew it was me. They're like, it's that crazy Canuck. Like, listen, man, put me in a room with a rock for an hour, and I can ask that rock some good questions. So the interview was not recorded because it was via Zoom, and it wasn't like a thing to be able to record. It was not a thing to record. Everything I took was notes by shorthand. I know I missed some bits, but I got the majority of it. But I will be having, hopefully, I have put in the request, and I have submitted. Where is the last boatman? Where's the Bodie McPope face? There it is. Got him. Got him. And we're gonna say, and we're gonna click la quit. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to quickly. Yeah, I will not perish here. I will leave Spyro here. I will be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, stretch my legs. Stretch my legs. I'll be right back. And we're back. And there we go. Hold on a second. And hold on a second. I heard of a notification going off. I was just like, hold on a second. Don't wanna. There we go. Victorian, aka Nixion, donated $5 to Super Chat. Spyro AFK Beyond. Hey, listen, I had to stretch. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Let's see here. Oh, geez, we bumped up in subs today. Oh my gosh, we 2 more subs and we hit 100. Two more subs and we would have gained 100 subscribers today. Goodness gravy me, oh my. Thank you for the support. Thank you everyone for the love and support thus far. It has been incredible. It's been incredible to be making content like this again. Doing the analysis videos. I love doing the analysis videos. And seeing... now, there was something that I saw that was kind of funny. Hey, Amir became a $2 member on Super Chat on stream. $2 member on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Amir. Thank you. We are at 13.4% on the Streamlabs bar as well. Thank you so much for the support thus far this month. We're at 201 of the 1,500. If you want to contribute to that, there is a link in the description below. That helps support the channel and allows me to be able to continue to do this full time. And if we fill the bar, we then get to do some bonus stuff. If we fill the bar, we get to do a extra bonus stream. And what is the bonus stream? It's kind of dependent on a few choices. So we fill the bar up, we'll get an extra stream this month. Is Spyro Realm Beyond out yet? No. I know it's been 4 days, but yeah, finally. Yeah, seriously, I need it in my bones. I need it just right in my veins. If they release a demo, that would be amazing. Hey, Apollyon 602 became a $10 member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You now have access to a bunch of beautiful emojis like the trolley bird and a number of other things. Hey, Katie, how's it going? This is my favorite time of the cycle. Post-reveal leading up to the launch date. It's fun time. Yeah, it's the cycle of chaos continues. Snatcher skin? Yes, it is. It's Snatcher. What else? How much I was hyping you up to my brothers when I got announced. I'm like, one of my friends had this before for years. We are back. All my brothers are like, that's awesome. That is awesome. I felt like that gif, like, I wasn't wrong. I was early, but I wasn't wrong. That's how I was feeling. Honestly, the CG streams are my happy place, man. I'm happy that you're a happy place. Oh, that was, man. Let me tell you something. When I opened that package and saw it was a treasure chest, and I still was like, okay, this is probably Spyro. In my head, I was like, okay, it's probably Spyro, but still not confirmed yet. And then I opened it up and I saw, well, I'll tell you the thing, I'll show you the thing that I saw that made me lose my marbles. It was the wax seal. It was that. When I saw that, I went. I mean, you saw it. You saw it. You saw it. I was like, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And that was where I went to drop a few videos on the Get Away From Me, Brody. Ever gave you touch game to life? Help me out, man. You know me. Man. I listen, if a Sly Cooper game comes back, okay? If a Sly Cooper game comes back, then you can say every game that I've touched has come back. Okay? If Sly Cooper has come back, which, by the way, there's one thing that a lot of people that was saying was like, wow, there was someone that said he's the first thing he's gotten right ever. I was like, excuse me, were you around for pre-Reignited days? Were you around for Crash Bandicoot 4? Were you around for any of that? No. You weren't. Good night, Sylvie Fox. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for donating. I appreciate that. Have a good night. 2 words. Wumpa League. Yeah. Wumpa. Oh, that one was, yeah. Wumpa League. AKA Crash Team Rumble. I was hoping that after Rumble came out that people would, you know, believe that my analysis has some sort of merit. But no. So now Spyro 4 is out, and now I'm getting the same saying. I'm getting the same saying. Okay? I'm getting the same saying. Broken clock is right twice a day. And you know what? I got a question. I genuinely got a question. How many clocks have been right twice a day for Half-Life 3? I'm sure those fans would like to be like have a broken clock that's right twice a day. What about literally all of these games that people have been begging and pleading for? And I say this is that
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you.
I kind of hope you aren't right about an Iron Galaxy Crash platformer. I can't lie, CGE. Fair. Fair. I understand people being adamant about that, because I'm nervous too. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, it's gonna be Iron Galaxy and it's gonna be perfectly fine. I'm like, it's gonna be Iron Galaxy. Oh, please. Oh, dear. Hold on tight. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I'm open. I'm open to see it, and I'm open to give hope, and I am open. I have opened my heart to Iron Galaxy doing a Crash platformer, but I am holding on with a death grip. Okay? I am terrified. I am scared. See, when it was like Toys for Bob, I was like, relaxation. Oh, Beanox? We're cool. It's fine. That's fine. Oh, Vicarious Visions? Yeah, we're fine. You know, I'm totally calm. I'm totally cool. Iron Galaxy. Ah! Ah! Hold on! Hold on tight! We're gonna need it! Get your barf bags out and hold on! Because if it's Iron Galaxy, it is going to be... Whoo! If Iron Galaxy does like ports, okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. I can be like, yes, I will be excited, and I would be A-okay. I would be A-okay. It would be just fine, okay? But if they're doing the brand new Crash game, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, here we go. Buckle up. Iron Galaxy right now, their best game that they have made is the Tony Hawk 3+4 remake, in my opinion. The last game that they led on that was like their game, it was, the last one was Rumbleverse, and before that it was Extinction. I did a review of Extinction very early in my streams. Very early. I mean, like, I'm talking before Reignited was even announced early. And, oh, boy. Oh, it was a thing. It was rough. It was rough. So I was like, okay. Well, hold on to your butts. If they have help, I think Iron Galaxy is very capable. If they have help, but I am nervous. I am nervous. I am so nervous. If that's them, if that is like if Beanox was making, if Beanox was making it, oh man, kicking back and be like, heck yeah, let Beanox cook. Let him cook. If Beanox doing CTR, let him cook. Let him do it. They've already proven that they can do it. Let him cook. Iron Galaxy. Like, I would be so nervous. You can't fire my wife. What about the sixth? No. No. You know what? Never mind. I take that back. Yeah, no, it's... Oh. If it's like Iron Galaxy in Beanox presents, okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. If it's like Iron Galaxy in Blizzard Albany presents, I'd be like, okay, that's old Vicarious Visions, that's weird, but okay, that's fine. Iron Galaxy and nobody else presents. It's like, okay, and I would still look at it, I would still cover it, and I would still have a positive outlook on it. But boy, howdy, am I going to be sweating? Am I going to be like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, all right. Much lose spirit, any kind of from the 90s would be enough knowledge. Just please. A gentle pat on the head by Paul Yan. That's it. It's like just a thumbs up by Paul Yan. A forward. Just please.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this
Because
world,
here's the thing.
you must
Again,
expect the unexpected
I
and
follow
prepare
the
for what
evidence.
is not
I
there.
follow the evidence, right? Even if I don't like the result, I follow the evidence, right? And when I came to the conclusion of Iron Galaxy, I was like, well, this is going to get a reaction. Take care, Conky. Thank you so much for stopping by to help moderate. And I'm like, well, this is going to get a reaction. All right? I don't sit there and try to be like, I make up the things that I want and then try to find evidence to back it up. It's like, no, I look at the evidence. And then sometimes I look at it and I go, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sometimes it's like, wow, this is really cool. Other times I'm like, ay, caramba. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, well, like Zoink Scoops. Huh. My voice is still not quite recovered yet. I can't do my Shaggy impression. You see, if Radical did it, I don't know if that's much better.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if that's much better because I don't know if that's much better. I'm kind of left like, can we get Vicarious Visions back? Can we get VV back? Can we, you know? Yeah, if Radical make a new crash again, I'm streaking in the fields. I say that because I don't know if it's been so long since the original Radical team. That's where I'm more looking at it as. We haven't seen Radical in a long time. And I mean a long time. We haven't seen Radical in a long time. I don't know if it would be the original team. If it. Also, we don't know. We also don't know who's back. I would have more hope. Let me recant my statement. I would have more hope for Radical than I would for Iron Galaxy. I would have more hope for that. I'd be like, all right, Radical's on it. Let's see how they do. And I'd be excited for that. Iron Galaxy, I'm like, and I'm like, okay, hold on. It's gonna get bumpy. But Radical could. But having more hope within Radical, right, is a high bar to clear, man. I can't do this. It's not. It's not. It's. It's. I have more hope over Radical than I do. I would love, because here's the thing, I would love for Toys for Bob to be able to just hand it all to Toys for Bob and let them cook, right? But that's not logical. They're not going to be able to pump out that much content, right? There has to be a shared workload, right? Unless they turn around and they're like, hey, let's pull what we did for Skylanders and just have a bunch of, like, not subordinate studios, but like Toys for Bob either leading or like supporting. But being like kind of like the directors, if that makes sense, for like Crash, Spyro, you know, and have how do you super chat? So beside the chat bar, there is a little $. You'll see there's a little $1, you can click that and you can choose a super chat. You can also donate through Streamlabs, through PayPal, which is a link in the description below. I do typically get a bigger cut from Streamlabs. Having said that, super chat can take almost every, like, nearly every kind of, like, monetary donation. It's wild. Some of the things that people have been saying, yeah, I was able to donate something via, I think someone did like a donation through like a Spotify card at one point, or an Apple gift card through super chat. I was like, what? That's fair, J-Bills. That's fair. I hope that there's a new CTR in between. Like, there's got to be a new CTR. Come on, give us a new CTR. That would be so much fun. I'm not going to say anybody but Iron Galaxy. I'm not going to say that yet. I'm not going to say that because there are people worse than Iron Galaxy. Trust me. There are people who are significantly worse than Iron Galaxy. Iron Galaxy has shown that they could put together a capable game. Okay? Like, Iron Galaxy has shown that they are capable, which is great, which is awesome. 10 out of 10. They show that they are capable. So I'm not going to sit here and be like anybody but Iron Galaxy. I'm not. Oh! We got a $5 donation from Altifire. Thank you so much, Altifire, for the $5 super chat or Streamlabs. Yo, CG, good to be back on the Spyro game build-up days. Yeah, been too long since I've felt this excited about gaming. Spyro and Rayman are back. Halo CE remake looks sick. DB Universe 3. Oot remake. My wallet will suffer, but my heart will be happy. Yeah, so make sure to take out that loan from a bank in August to get the better rates for your prices in September. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can say Dark Spyro Gaming if you wish. As a, we need a statue and frame. I love that thing. LOL from Nova Scotia. That's all. But this thing, my 3. So for those who don't know, because a lot of people were asking, this is my 3D printed life-size Spyro that I did for Spyro Community Day. Was it 2 years ago now? I don't think it was last year. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. The 2023 one, the biggest, the big one. I'll go full screen with this one. Hold on a second. Give me a second. We'll go full screen for a moment just to get a better look at it. But this, I 3D printed this and painted it and put it together for Spyro Community Day. And it is a life-size Spyro. We got the measurements. We mathed it out, and we figured it out, and Spyro's about the size of a medium-sized dog. We took the dimensions of the life-size, hey, that was the fun, donate $5 super chat. If Stuart Copeland was not to return for Spyro 4, who else do you think would fit the Spyro vibe, musically speaking? I am not the best person to ask for that. Having said that, I think Stefan Bankhoff, he is capable. You need someone weird. You need, like, listen, if you're going to do a Spyro music, you have to be a little eccentric. You have to be eccentric. You can't not be eccentric. But I think there is evidence. Weird Al, come on. I'm not going to lie. I would be down for that. I would be down for, like, that. It sounds wild. It sounds wild. I would be down for it. I would be like, let's go. Let's bloody go. I would be laughing hysterically the whole time, but let's go. No, let's go. Let's do it. No, genuinely. You think I'm joking? Like, the publicity alone would be, people be like, Weird Al is doing the soundtrack of a new Spyro game. Why do I suddenly hear polka music? Yes! Let's do it! Like, come on, let's go. Oh, no, no singing. No, I'm not saying singing. I'm not saying that. But here's the thing. I do think Stuart Copeland's going to come back. I think in some way. I don't think he's going to be leading it. I don't think he's going to be leading it. I still think it's probably going to be Stefan Vankoff. Or it's going to be a collaboration between Stefan Vankoff and Stuart Copeland. But let me tell you something, okay? I did not expect for them to get Tom Kenny back. I genuinely didn't. And the reason why I didn't think that is that I didn't think that they would have been able to afford him. I wasn't sure. But if they're sitting there, okay? If they're sitting there and they're like, hey, we got Tom Kenny back. Okay, well, if you got Tom Kenny back, you're well, all right. Let's go then. And Stuart Copeland has been very, very, very vocal about Spyro. I mean, every single time there's like an anniversary or celebration, Stuart Copeland's there to celebrate. He's hanging out, he's making content and stuff. And like every few months, every few months he makes like a few Spyro posts and then leaves, right? And then he comes back, and it's like 25% of his posts are related to Spyro. So I would love to have Stuart Copeland back. Right? That would be such an awesome thing. I'm not expecting it. I'm hoping it. I like to think that Tom Kennedy heard that Toys R Us was up to and immediately got in touch. I mean, yeah, apparently they said it took Tom Kenny literally 10 seconds and then he was able to get the Spyro's voice back down. He said he didn't say it in interviews, but he said it in the Q&A. He goes, it was kind of scary how quickly he was able to get back into Spyro. He was just like, and bang, 10 seconds. It took him 10 seconds and then was able to get the groove for Spyro back.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss.
Which is just
See
like,
what it can
okay.
do to your power of flame.
You know, it like that's incredible, right? And I guess, you know, Tom Kenny was talking about how, you know, people always coming up to him, and he said that he was so happy when he heard that they wanted to do Spyro. He's like, yes, let's do it. I'm in. Let's go. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Now, Toys for Bob had constantly said that they were stewards of the Spyro brand, and the thing is that I think they know. I think they know that we want Stuart Copeland back, and I think that they want Stuart Copeland back. The thing is, this is what I'm super stoked about, and I'm going to pause the game for a second just to really make sure that I spell this out as clearly as possible. Toys for Bob are fans just like you and me. They are. They genuinely are. They are big nerds over Spyro. They're Spyro nerds, just like us. This isn't a studio that takes the game and says, oh yeah, let's do this game, or yeah, I played this game as a kid. No, they are Spyro nerds. Let me stress that. They are Spyro nerds. They know the jokes. They know the memes. They know it. They grasp it and they understand it. I think they're a lot smarter than what some people give them credit for when it comes to Spyro. They are nerds, okay? They're Spyro nerds. And that is incredible because they know what we're looking for. They know, hey, people are going to be wanting this. Why? Because we want to see it. Because we are Spyro nerds. It's not going to be it. They are Spyro nerds, which is good. Has he said anything? No, but with Reignited, we didn't see anything about him being involved until Comic-Con, which was what, in like, so the game was announced in April, and then it was like what, like August, like when we found out that Stuart Copeland was involved. So it took a while. But yes, they are Spyro nerds. Nightcore Vibes donate $5 super chat. What up, Spyro nerd? Glad I ain't the only one. Thank you so much, Nightcore Vibes, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. And oh my gosh, we got another donation. Do we have a donation train going? We three donations back to back is a train. We got a small one started. We got $20 super chat from Apollyon602 through super chat. Thank you so much. What do you think would have been a good alternative if Tom Kenny was not available to do to voice Spyro from A Realm Beyond? I was thinking of something a little bit more similar to, and I know some people would like raise an eyebrow, something a little bit more towards almost like, you know, Ben Schwartz's Sonic, not Ben Schwartz, but that style of comedic kind of timing.
You'll soon have
that
the opportunity
is
to battle the one who matters most.
So
Nasty Nork.
I thought that one that would be really funny would have been, if he was a little bit older, would have been Andy Samberg. I think Andy Samberg would have been a really interesting choice. I think that Andy Samberg would have been a good choice. And I wouldn't mind Ben Schwartz either, but the problem with that is that everyone would just hear Sonic. Everyone would just hear movie Sonic the whole time, and it would kind of ruin it. So there we go. Got a donation train started. Choo choo. Do I go outside and find this tornado? Oh gosh, assert my dominance against the sirens and winds, or do I time travel to spring 2027? Between those two, time travel. Don't assert your dominance to the tornado, please. Please assert your dominance in a basement. Smack talk the tornado while hiding. Thank you for the $5. We are officially on a donation train. Thank you so much. 3 donations back to back. Thank you so much. Will the train continue? Oh, my knee! I feel like they made a Spyro game before this new one, almost like a transition game, like a Hero's Tale before we got grown up Spyro. Isn't that really a McChicken or Whopper? Just got I think I'd rather go with the Whopper. I don't know, because I prefer the Junior Chicken. Why? It's just, I don't know, better size. I would rather have 2 Junior Chickens than 1 McChicken, because I always find they always put an abundance amount of lettuce on the bloody McChicken, and their spicy mayo is they put a lot of that on too, and it's like, I don't mind a little bit, but when the amount they put on, it's like, oh, okay, you have to eat this with 18 napkins. Wow. Do you think Tom Kenny's voice will age Spyro's up a little bit? Maybe. That might be something. That might happen. Though the audio that we heard,
You'll become a master of the supercharge.
I did not like Jess's take on Spyro. I like, all credit due to Jess Hardnell, because he voiced both Crash and Spyro. I did not like Jess Harnell's take. I think that is, Here we go. I'm gonna get flame for this one. I think it's the worst Spyro take for a voice actor is Jess Harnell. I did not like A Hero's Tale. I did not like it. I would I would have preferred if they turned around and said, "Hey, Elijah Wood is back," over Jess Harnell. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I did not like Jess Harnell's take. His crash, excellent. Love his crash. His crash, fine, perfectly good. Happy with his crash. Hero's Tale, I really did not like. It was really grating for me. It was too nasally. It was like, my thought on it was it sounded like a worser version of Carlos Alazraqui's take. I don't, Alazraqui. I don't mind Alazraqui's take. It's a classic, right? I like Carlos's take. I like it. I prefer Tom Kenny, but but it sounds like they were like, what was the worst part of Carlos's take? And let's just have it all that. And I did not like A Hero's Tale. Is everyone so bad? Hey! Jay Bills donating another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. To keep the train going. We got the train still going. But Harnell's take wasn't bad. A bit too whiny, to be honest, yeah. But a scolding take. There's some things I like about it over Carlos's take. That's not really a horrid take, because there are some lines done by Carlos that are legendary, right? I mean, I'm sorry. There's some lines by Carlos that are by Spyro that are legendary, that even like passes Tom Kenny. Some lines, not all. Some lines, right? But some of the takes, my gosh, some of the takes with Hero's Tale was brutal. Some of them were just awful. Some of them were, and some of them were okay, but I did not like Jess's take. I really did not. I think, you know, I gotta give credit to him, because again, I give credit for him for Crash. No problem with his Crash take. Love his Crash take. His Spyro take, not so much. If I could donate $1 million to my guy, I would. I appreciate that. Thank you. Spark supplier. Oh gosh. I think, I'll be honest with you. Just, I hope Sparks doesn't have a I really hope Sparks doesn't have a voice. Just keep his keep that. Keep that Sparks impression. I apologize, my Sparks impression isn't as good as it is. Typically, my voice is going out. But, yeah, no. Markiplier's voicing Spyro. No, come on now. Come on. You know, we get, you know, just keep that for Sparks. We're good. Okay. Listen, Toys for Bob, if you're looking, the Sparks impression was fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. CGS Sparks or we riot. Hey! That train is still going. Donate $10. Victorian donated $10 to Super Chat. Think about this one, CG. If you were in charge of a Spyro movie, would you do it live action or animated? What would you want to see in a Spyro movie? I'm talking a movie that breaks the box office. Ooh. You would have to go animated. You would have to go animated. You would have to go animated, and then you would have to go... You want it to break the box office. You have to go animated. you would have to go a style that is currently working really well, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go with a slightly stylized, leaning towards like an arcane style. And the reason why I say lean towards the arcane style is because that style is winning right now. That style is like just absolutely dominating the industry. We just got another donation, this time through Streamlabs for $25, the biggest Streamlabs donation of the stream thus far. Thank you so much from CJ Chavez, which I think is LGVZ. Donate $25. Heading out, but we'll listen while I'm driving. Let's keep the Spyro and Crash hype going. Let's keep it going, folks. Yeah, I figured. CJ, I figured it was LGVZ. Of course. We're keeping the hype going, and I appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are keeping the hype going. Enter the Spyroverse, not quite Enter the Spyroverse. I think Enter the Spyroverse doesn't quite hit the same frame rate. Again, I gotta say again, thank you so much for the $25, dude. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Again, thank you for all the support, everybody, through the years, whether it's tonight or years before. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. I think we're getting too many people trying to mimic Into the Spider-Verse now. It's coming up as like Sony Pictures. I think you have to do something. I would say go with more the arcane style. Go for the arcane style, the hand-painted look. So you start there. For a blockbuster, you have to... I don't think you can go into an emotional story. I think you gotta lean into humor. With a heart, like, you have to lean into, this is hilarious but breaks my heart. So for example, let me say this. Has anyone ever seen the movie Ron's Gone Wrong? Okay. Ron's Gone Wrong is one of my favorite movies because it is so funny and it is so wild and is so out there, and yet it ends with it touching your heart and you're like, oh my gosh, how did this hilarious, funny little movie turn around? And oh, a lot of people have never heard this movie. It is so good. Listen, I'll give you an idea. When we were at the B&B, I put on this movie, and for the rest of the trip, like, people were saying jokes from the movie for the rest. It's called Ron's Gone Wrong. It is so bloody. I believe it's on Netflix. Yeah, see, there we go. Ron's Gone Wrong is so good. See, there we go. We got one person who's seen it so far. It is so good. It is so funny. The humor is great. It's wild. It's out there. It's hysterical. It's one of my favorite movies, and genuinely has an important message behind it. And the ending, the ending is great. Another art style that would work is, and please don't make it like this because otherwise I'm going to be crying throughout it. Would be, was it the, I love them. What was it? The Wild Robot? The Wild Robot. Oh my gosh, that was another really good, like, that type of art style. The Wild Robot. That one's a, have tissues. Yes, Ron's Gone Wrong is an animated movie. The Wild Robot is like, hey, I warned my wife. She was about to watch it with the kids. I said, hey, I seen it. Have tissues. And And she's like, okay. And then literally I was working or I was streaming, and she sends me a text message, and she is sobbing. She is sobbing. And the kids are all awake, and they're all like, oh, what a nice movie. And my wife is like just crumbling apart. It is a really Frisky Beavers. How long has it been since you've been here, my friend? It's been a hot minute. But it has a really good story, a really good art style. Genuinely, the Wild Robot is so good. So there's a lot of ways that you could go about the Spyro movie, but I think you would have to lean into humor. I think you would have to lean into humor. You have to lean into it. I still think, though, a Spyro TV series would be better.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now,
The wrong
you're
one.
thinking.
I can't remember, but it was one of those movies that just barely got advertised. I think it was a directed streamer because it was developed around the time of COVID. Ron's Gone Wrong. Here, I'll just show you guys an image of it. This movie is so good. It is so funny. The concept of it is that every kid at school has these B-bots, and these B-bots are like social media based things that are like, oh, it knows your friends, and it's an algorithm, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole talk about people being stuck on their phones, and every kid and every person has a B-bot, right? And what happens is that our main character here finally gets a B-bot as well, but his fell off the truck. And it's not normal. It's not normal. So, hey, Howling Wolf, how's it going? Are you excited as Spyro as I am? Are you excited as I am? I know I am. Oh yeah, no, this image kind of sums it. So you see these B-bots, they're all different avatars, and they're all cute, and they're all happy. And then you have the eyes are missing. It's all cross. Things are going like this. It's not normal. This is a really good, if you want a good imagery to get you into the movie, it's this. It's this. It was really good. So it's on Disney Plus, and it's excellent. It's an excellent film. Especially if you're some of the jokes really hit hard for history nuts. I happened to tune into the Xbox stream at the perfect time. My dad was curious to the screaming. He's like, what is happening? You're like, ah! Let's calm down as passing. I'm safe from the tornado. Oh, that's good. Decide not to assert dominance. Have a great night. You too, J Bills. Have a good night. Stay safe. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Thank you so much. Frisky Beavers donated $5 to Super Chat. Excited for a new Spyro game. Do you think there is any chances we will see anything for Crash's 30th anniversary as well? I hope so. I think we're going to see something. I just don't think we're going to see something that Crash fans are going to be happy about. This is where, are we going to see something? Maybe. Are Crash fans going to be happy about it? Probably not. I'm sure. I think that there's going to be some sort of cosmetic or skin in A Realm Beyond that's going to be related to Spyro. That's going to be related to Crash for the anniversary. They're going to be like, oh, to celebrate Crash's anniversary, there's going to be a skin for Spyro, and it's going to be related to Crash Bandicoot, and then everyone's going to be like, all the Spyro fans are going to be like, cool, neat, and all the Crash fans are going to be like, ah!
Releasing me.
Man, there was some people with the self-awareness of, you know, of a potato chip on the one stream that I saw, that I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is pathetic. When Spyro got announced, people were like, why isn't it Crash? Who wants a Spyro game? I wanted Crash. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, brother, how many Crash games have you gotten between the years? How many games has Spyro gotten? Come on, I'm a Crash fan too. Listen, I'm a Crash fan too. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Crash. I've covered Crash quite extensively. I've covered Crash in every way that I can. Okay? I don't think anyone's doubting that I'm a Crash fan. Having said that, brother, come on. Like, hi.
Katie sent me down here. We're looking for the pen for the iPad. She's on the phone.
I don't know where it is.
That's why we've come to look.
You've come to Loom?
She's like, you need... What'd you say? You hear her? She's sassing you.
Oh, jeez.
She's telling you to turn around and go back to your stream. I'm just going to be looking behind you.
Okay. Here's a good spot to look.
Oh, thank you. I'm just going to be over here.
What? It's okay, it's not my wife, it's just the raccoon. I like this particular raccoon, it's cute.
You know, I think you just
See? She threatened to bite me. Raccoon.
nasty look. That's me, all right.
Why are you talking smack about me? I'm sorry that I lost my pen. That's mine to. Catfish by it. Honey, if I'm going to be real with you, it's probably in a bag that I've taken. I mean, they did steal it once. So, that's possible. Okay, well, how about this? Okay, how about this? Okay. Oh my god.
Really ruin everything.
Jeez. Whoa! Apollyon just sent 10 $5 Canadian Guy memberships. Thank you so much. Random Entertainment, Titans Forever, Legit Boss Gaming, Baby Bayab, Jakey Knudsen, Chica Cook, The Real Cole, Brookside FC, Bola Dragon, and Alex Polka all received a membership. And then Caitlin Armit has been a member for 14 months. I love you too. Thank you so much for the support. Make sure to say thank you to Apollyon. That is amazing. Thank you so much for the 10 $5 memberships. That is incredible. Incredible. Now you guys all have access to lovely emojis. Thank you. So what are we doing while we wait for A Realm Beyond? Well, you're looking at it. We're going to be talking about Realm Beyond. We're going to be playing Spyro. We're going to be theory crafting. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. I have a formal request. Anybody who's watching, if you are a Spyro modder or a modeler or whatnot, if you can create a model based off of the Spyro A Realm Beyond model for Reignited and get it uploaded, I would be forever grateful, and I would re-record a lot of my Spyro footage to look like the with the Realm Beyond's model in place to make it look easier for the B-roll. If anybody can do that, I would be over the moon. It's gotta look good. That's one thing though. It does have to look good. It can't be janky. It's gotta look good. But if it does, if you can do it, I would be able to use the model, and record all my gameplay with that model so that when we cut the B-roll using Reignited footage, because inevitably I'm not going to be able to... Ah! Okay. All right. Okay. New donation of the stream goes to Hotshot. Woo-wee! Hotshot just donated $100 through Streamlabs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is incredible. That is huge. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Hotshot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. That is huge. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, helping me continue doing full time. Thank you. Thank you. That is incredible. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hotshot. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. That is hype. Thank you. You guys are gonna break me. I tried to mod Deathwing's. That would be cool. That would be a really cool mod. Deathwing Spyro. Oh, that would be really cool. Deathwing Spyro would be so cool. And if you could do put a filter on the voice. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. CG, out of curiosity, what's your favorite game in the original trilogy?
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
So, I think that the original trilogy, I think Spyro 2 gets it. I think so. I think it's Spyro 2. By a little bit. Where hoodie? Etsy. Yeah, that has been that has been one of my #1 most repeated comments is, where did you get that hoodie? I got it on Etsy. It's a zip up and I love it. And I love zip ups. And I'm thinking about it being the thing that I wear in between, I'm thinking about being the thing that I wear when I stream Spyro and when I record Spyro. It's like I'm wearing the hoodie, so it's like it's always consistent. But yeah, I got it from Etsy and I love it. I love it. I've been seeing quite a. I haven't been able to search as much fan art as I would like. Do I still have my Etsy store? My Etsy store is currently on a hiatus due to unforeseen trade agreements, but to try to maybe hop on board of the Spyro a new realm train. I'll see if I can do something. I will see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but I will try. Because the amount that people are being charged in tariffs and the hassle it is to get it shipped out is just a giant headache. It's a giant headache. And I am trying. I have been trying, and honestly, I haven't really been focused on it. After the 15th for me, I'm going to be able to start focusing on all this other stuff. Right now, I'm happy I got the video done today. I'm not going to be working on any videos tomorrow. I'm going to be working on something else and doing some... tomorrow is streaming and clerical work. Tomorrow is boring day. Other than the stream, it's going to be boring day tomorrow. It's the clerical work. It's going to be getting, you know... It's clerical work, boring, the things that are boring, nothing of... Ow! Have I played Blinks? I have not, and if I did, I may have a long time ago, but I don't remember it, if I'm going to be honest with you. If I did. I may have, but I don't remember it much. I hope Cinder is in the new game if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense and she's just kind of crowbarred in, no, not a fan of that. But geez Louise, my gosh, we have gained over 100 subs today. We started the day. We finished the June 10th yesterday at 89,492 subscribers. We are now 89,613 subscribers. Jumping by soon enough we're gonna crack 90,000, and boy howdy, that would be excellent. All right, give me a second here. Nobody. Channel's growing strong today. It is. I'm so hyped for the new Spyro. I'm so hyped. I am so excited that, like, I'm at the point where I am like, I have to not think about it outside of work, because if I think about outside of work, I'm just going to be lying there. I am, in fact, one of your new subscribers. Well, welcome, Nightcore Vibes, to the channel. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you all so much. You're amazing. Do 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 do. All right, give me a second here. I'm gonna do my last break right now. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take my last break. I think if I stay here, I'll be okay. I think we're okay here. Your reaction to the trailer was truly a delight. Thank you. Thank you. 8 years of speculating built up to that moment. 8 years of talking, 8 years of discussing, 8 years built to that moment of just primal, the absolute primal feeling of it's here. So, all right, I'll be back. Oh, my body. All right. Making sure I didn't miss any shenanigans while I was done. No shenanigans this time. All right. And there we go. Oh. Oh, I just can't wait for this game to come out. Yeah, let's see if we can change. I would love if Spyro would show up to Crossworlds. That would be really cool. I don't think he will, but that would be cool. It would be really cool. That would be like, yeah, that would be so cool. I'll just Space Spyro. Oh, it's a mod. Yeah, Super Chats are still on. You can also do through Streamlabs as well. Either way, you can choose. But there's Super Chats in the Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I get a little bit more of a cut, but Super Chat allows for more payment methods. So if you want to Super Chat, beside the chat button, there is a little box with a little cash symbol in the center of that. You click that, and then you can donate how much you wish, and it's deeply loved and appreciated. Through Streamlabs, you can do it right through Streamlabs. You can go, it goes directly through PayPal if you prefer that, or credit card. Cosmonaut Spyro. By the way, I always see the little reactions that you guys said. I see the little hearts. Lots of hearts coming through. I really appreciate that. Over here. That. There we go. Grab that. Thank you. Oh, the mods for A Realm Beyond are going to be beyond exciting. And I like, because one of my favorite things about it being an Unreal is that so many games are in Unreal, and so many people make mods for games in Unreal that you just get so many, like, so many things. You get so many. And the idea of, like, all the different... I'm in the Spyro modding Discord. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know there was a Spyro modding Discord. Again, I do have a request. If anybody could mod the Spyro 4... Or Spyro 4, sorry. I keep calling it that. Spyro A Realm Beyond model into Spyro. That would be... It would be so cool, because then I could be able to record all my gameplay with that, and the credit for that mod would go into each video. It'd be like, Discord free? Yeah, Discord's free. Discord is free. You can pay for certain aspects, like Discord Nitro and a whole bunch of other little things, but yes. It pretty much is Spyro 4. Yeah, it is. And listen, okay? I am not going to sit here and tolerate the people that are saying it's not Spyro 4 because it doesn't have it in the name. And I'm going to sit there and be like, listen here, brother. Are we going to start arguing semantics? Even though I've openly have said in over a dozen videos, it probably won't. I have a video dedicated to that where I said it probably won't be called Spyro 4. I wouldn't mind getting into the fan games. I tried to download the Crisis in Chronolia and gave up partway through because it was, for some reason, I don't know if it was my download link or whatever, it wasn't very intuitive. So,
Spyro, thanks. supercharge.
But
gets you
I
to
wouldn't
new
put that on
places
the
here in
devs. That's
Lofty
more of a
Castle,
probably a
too.
me issue
See
that I have
where
to
it
figure
takes
out.
you.
But yeah, no, I would be down for that. That would be really cool. Contact the owner. Sure. Bun Baroness. I've seen their name around before. The Bun Baroness. Didn't they also do some mods as well? Actually, now I think about it, I think Bun Baroness is the one that has the Omni Swapper, which is the mod that I'm using. That sounds like that's Bun Baroness, which is wild. The Acorn donated $15 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hey, CG, I hope Spyro 4 takes cues from Spider-Man PS4. Funny enough, also Insomniac. And Tony Hawk's Pro Scare with Traversal. Free flight, but you have to work for it. Anyway, big fan, much love. Thank you so much. Yes, I want to be clear. And I really emphasize it on today's video. And I really hope that the Dragonflight illustration that I showed in the actual like game helps with people being able to understand and see what I'm talking about when it comes to what the Dragonflight is like and how the momentum is going to feel. And I really, really hope that it, you know, gets across, hey, this is what the feeling is going to kind of be like. And I hope that, because some people are like, oh, it's Free Flight, or, oh, why are they doing Dawn of the Dragon? It's like, not quite, no, it's not Dawn of the Dragon, you know, it's not quite that, it's, you know, Spyro Realm Beyond a Spyro 4, yeah. I agree. By the way, how many words is it? The title. Spyro, a Realm Beyond. How many numbers? 4. Dun-dun-dun. Four words in it. Spyro 4 confirmed.
Thank you for releasing me.
What do you think of Spyro's new design? So, I think that we need to see it in game because I don't think the CGI is a great. CGI is unfortunately not a great thing to judge by, right? Because I do believe that they typically, when it comes to CGI, they typically like license people, not license people, but they typically use like an older design. I don't hate the CGI either. I don't hate the CGI, but I feel like you could have one model be in CGI and then have one model be in game and it look drastically different just because of the way the lighting comes across, just the way the shapes come across. You can definitely get it to be drastically different, and I think that microscopes that, yeah. If you can't find the super chat button, if you look in the description below of the video, there is a donate here. You can click that and you can donate through Streamlabs if you want. I don't know if there's a link where you can click it and go get directly sent to. Oh, the mod is breaking. What has happened to Spyro? One second. Default. Yeah, because our default, unfortunately, is a bug skin that I can't seem to get off of. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go here. Actually, let's try the Winter Guardian. Yeah, so again, I reserve judgment until we see. I'm holding judgment fully until we see in game. I'm still very happy cheater. I'm not cheating. I'm just changing the skin. It's an Omni Swapper. That's what it's a mod. It's a fun mod. You should breathe the ice breath. Okay. We'll go with glitter. Come on. Aw. Man. Just Kayshawn donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. I'm really happy we're getting a brand new Spyro and excited to see more, but bummed we might not get anything for Crash's 30th anniversary. Yeah, I get that. But I also think that there is a... I also think that that doesn't mean that we're not going to get anything for Crash's 30th anniversary. But overall, I mean, Crash also had trumped over Spyro's anniversary too, I believe, right? I believe what it was Spyro's 25th anniversary when Rumble came out. If my math is correct. My math may not be correct. It is possible my math is not correct. I can't remember. But there also could be like a Spyro... there could be a... And he's going with prismatic scales. Not that I have built in yet. Not built into this yet. There was a an Omni Swapper mod. Yes, and that's why the collab and Crash. Right. So also, if I'm going to be so real, hey Hannah Vincent, how's it going? I am going to be nervous for my very first Spyro A Realm Beyond stream. I'm going to be very nervous because it's going to be weird because people are going to want to watch it, but they also are going to not want to watch it because they are going to want to play it themselves, right? So I know the viewership is going to be very weird. The viewership is going to be very weird. And I acknowledge that. That is going to be very strange. And I think the highest amount of views that I'm going to get is going to be right before the game comes out, and then it's going to nosedive because everyone's going to want to play it themselves, right? So I know that some people will want to watch it because they don't have the console for it, and because they don't have the console for it, that they're okay with watching and, you know, playing or watching and hanging out until they can get the console for it. I just trying to think to myself, like, man, a stream, but I also want to go to the Spyro 4.1. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing, is that, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Well, the problem is that I'm probably going to, depending on the embargo, right? Because, like, for Crash 4, I was playing it, like, a day or two early. I was playing it like a day or two early. Like, that's when the embargo opened up and people who had the game were playing it, right? And you see, I hadn't experienced a problem like that until Crash 4. Crash 4 was the first time I experienced that problem. Maybe if you see, that feels weird too. Because, you know, when you're covering the game for so long, and then all of a sudden it comes out, and then you don't cover it, right? Or you don't play it, right? So it's kind of... It's a no-win scenario. There's no way to really win. So what what I think I can do is I think I'm going to do a Let's Play this time. I think I am going to do a Let's Play this time. Because I didn't finish editing my original Spyro Reignited Let's Play. Mostly because I did a gigantic playthrough of it, and when I finished Spyro 1, I looked over and found that OBS didn't record my face cam. And I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. And I sat there and I was just like, you cannot be serious. It recorded my audio in the game, but it did not record my camera. And I was so excited to play Spyro, I didn't even do a test thing just to double check. And I was so mad at myself. I was so angry. So I tried to I tried to get through with it, and then eventually I was like, you know what, people were yelling at me because I was showing some of the dragons in the thumbnails. But, you know, people were mad. Abdullah Baran donated 20 Saudi Arabian Reals through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hi, CG. I so much enjoyed your Crash 4 streams and cannot wait to watch your Spyro 4 stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you. I want to figure out a way to be able to get across. Also, too, my Spyro Reignited streams, that, like, talk about this. My very first stream was covered in lag, and I was lagging super hard right before, and the whole stream, like, I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad.
Thank you for...
Oops, my bad. Like, oh, I was so mad. I felt like this was my first big game, and, my stream was lagging, and, was livid. So I want to be able to figure out a way to do it. What I think I might do is that, and of course also my moderators, right? I don't want my, most of my mods are Spyro fans. So, and probably I don't want them to get spoiled either. I don't want them to get spoiled. I don't want, CG should voice a character in A Realm Beyond. Listen, I would be honored. I would be honored to voice a character in A Realm Beyond. I would be honored, and I would love to do it. Can I get skins? It's a mod. It's a mod. So there's this, you can get different mods, and oh, come on. The one mod I specifically have is the Omniswapper mod. I would be honored to be able to voice a character in Spyro A Realm Beyond. I would be so honored. But what I think I will do is I will do a stream with the embargo, but I won't do a full playthrough. Right? I wouldn't do a full playthrough. I would do a big playthrough, and then after like a week, I would do a 12-hour live stream, and restart. So it would be like, hey, yeah, this is a mod from Nexus Mods, and I think it's Mod DB. I think is. Yeah, it's typically Nexus. I think Game Banana has a few that are special over there. Those are the three places that I know for mods for Spyro Reignited is Mod Nexus, or Nexus Mods, Mod DB, and I think it's Game Banana or Mod Banana. I can't remember the name. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, come on. And we'll do the Let's Play as well. We'll do the Let's Play as well. Yeah, mods are for PC only, unfortunately. Also, I don't think I would do the... What's it called? I don't think I would do what I did before, because I had separated everything like by each level. I don't think I'm going to do that. Kiwisaki donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the full game next year, hoping some of my favorite Spyro characters get added in. Be nice to see Blink the... Aw, you like Blink? I'm not a big Blink fan, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I really am excited for next year. I can't think about it too much. If I think about it too much, like the possibilities, I'm going to start vibrating. Like, I almost have to keep myself in check, because otherwise the hype will affect me to like take off, right? And I gotta focus on, if I perceive it as work, I won't be vibrating. But I also, like, I want to keep my excitement. But, geez Louise. I see the voice of character, but it was Blink. You'd say no. I would first ask, is this a sick joke? I would voice it. I would voice Blink. I would. Since Spyro 4 has been in the works under Toys for Bob since 2024, do you think the rumor from back in the day about Beanox doing Spyro 4 was true, and that project was silently shelved like TFB's Crash 5? So I can't comment. I don't know about that. I know that there was something going on. Take care, Victorian / Nixion. Thank you so much. I think there is evidence floating around that I would like to be able to bust open one day. As I said, one day. Evidence that I like to bust open one day about a Spyro title.
Any advice before this battle?
Advice? A wise dragon once told me aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh? You love my videos. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you love my videos so much. I hope that you enjoy that you enjoyed today's video. Ow. It's my model thing. I got messed up. I have a clash. I have a clashing going on right now with the model. That's on me. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. Okay. So we don't have enough time to do Nasty. But we do have enough time to maybe do like we can do a 20-minute Q&R. So if you guys got any questions, we're going to wrap up the stream, but if you guys got any questions for the next 20 minutes, I will try my best to answer as many of them as possible. Whether it's questions about Spyro 4, whether it's questions about today's video, whatever case may be, you let me know. And I will try my very, very, very best to answer. Favorite Spyro mod? I think the Omni Swapper is really good. The Omni Swapper is really nice, so I can be able to switch mods around. But beyond that, I really love the Sir Spyro. I love Sir Spyro. Like, it's from the Crash Team Rumble. I love that skin. That skin is so good. I really, 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 really like that. I really do. So that's one of my favorites. I really enjoy the Sir Spyro mod. Plot twist: the music was composed by Hans Zimmer. That would be great. I would be shocked. What's your favorite Spyro character other than Spyro? I love Allura. Allura's a really good character. I really like Allura. She's really cool. There's a lot of really good characters, but I really like Allura. I think Allura's really, really cool. Did anyone ask about hub worlds or levels for Spyro Realm Beyond? Kind of, but again, during the Zoom meeting, it was, what's your favorite kind of pizza? Double cheese, bacon, and mushroom. That is my favorite. That is my favorite pizza. It was very strange because it was like the first questions that we did was more of a feel out of like, okay, what can we ask? Right? Because that is a thing, is that you have to sit there and you have to kind of figure out like, okay, what direction are we able to ask here? Where can we go from here? What's being asked? What can we do? Right? So that's where you're kind of having to sit there and figure out like, okay, it's a game at first. It's a game of where's the line, because you're not told where the line is, right? Sometimes when you go into these interviews, sometimes you go into these Q&As, and the first questions are figuring out where can we go? What can we ask? Where can we go? What can we do? And, hands out. And that's where, whenever you start these Q&As, and sometimes you start, because you don't know what's going to be asked. You have no idea what's going to be asked. You have no idea what level you can go. Immediately, of course, everybody wants to go into the deep, hard cut questions. And then typically it's a, whoa, pull back, whoa, right? Like, we're not going there. And then everyone pulls back, and then you kind of start going back to like the questions that that they can answer, that maybe they can expand upon a little bit. And then you're figuring out, where can we go? What can we ask? So that you're not wasting everyone's time by asking a question that ends with, we can't answer that today. Look forward for future stuff, right? I think the thing that has to make the game for A Realm Beyond is that they have to get they have to get that movement right. They have to get it right, and they have to make it not overly complicated, but not overly simple. There has to be if a 7 or 8-year-old kid picked up this game, they could play through it. They can get, they could finish the main story. Okay. If a 7 or 8-year-old kid picks up this game, they can finish the main story. Right. But then it needs to be challenging enough so that a 30-year-old geezer can sit down and be challenged and be able to go through and play and collect and do all the different things. Right. Do you have any foundational tips on how to get over sudden stage fright? Come up with a joke. come up with a joke. It doesn't need to be a very like big joke. It doesn't need to be anything that is terrible. Come up with just a funny ha-ha joke, because even a funny ha-ha joke opens up the crowd a little bit. When you hear them a few people chuckle, it's enough for you to feed off of that energy to be like, okay, we can work with this. Let's go. What's powerful work as co-op? I have no idea, because we only got 7 seconds of gameplay, and I'm like, man, I got like, come on, man. Come on, man. How's your own game coming along? And it's been on pause for now. Unfortunately, has been on pause due to one of our key guys having to move on to other things, and we're trying to figure out a way to get back onto the rhythm and flow of it again. I would like to get back to it. I would love to get back to it. Just right now, I'm just trying to figure out how we can get back to it, especially with me lacking time now because of Spyro A Realm Beyond. I almost felt scared saying that. Why did I almost feel scared saying that? Jeez Louise, it's been the game's been announced, and already I think I'm like, am I supposed to say it? I still get nervous about it for some reason. Do you recognize when you're out and about? So I get recognized at conventions. I've gotten recognized at a convention multiple times. In public, I've been recognized 2-3 times in public. And that's always a big thing for me. Like, whenever that happens, it always makes me feel like over the moon. It makes me feel over the moon. Right? Like, it makes me feel like my work is recognized, and I'm always just like, yes, that is awesome. Hey, Cage Spyro fan, how's it going? Where's Sparks in the Realm Beyond? So, got a lot of questions I'm trying. So, where's Sparks in a Realm Beyond? So, Sparks, it was alluded that Sparks not being there is related to the plot, which I softly touched on in today's video, where if Spyro is stuck in a different realm, it's possible that if Spyro got stuck in a different realm, it's possible that we may be seeing less allies than we initially thought. It's possible that we might not see Hunter, we might not see Alora, we might not see these characters. We may not see them simply because they would be stuck, because Spyro would be stuck in a different realm. And if there's no one there to get him, it would kind of defeat the purpose, right? So you kind of have to make it so that you can't get there. So we'll have to see. I hope Moneybags is there, and Spyro's like, out of all the people that could have gone through that portal, out of all the people that got stuck over here with me, I got stuck with you. That would be hysterical. That would be so funny. Hey! Tiff Moore donated $3 super chat. Hey, from Australia. Does Legacy Trilogy fit in? Are you saying the Legend of Spyro trilogy? I think the Legend of Spyro trilogy is not going to be the main focus. It's been very much pushed that that the core 3, 1, 2, 3, Reignited specifically, because I think there is something in Reignited that I feel like we're missing. I feel like there's a giant goose hunt of hints in Reignited that were for this game that we're missing, and we have no idea. And I feel like there's going to be they may turn around and be like there's a giant goose hunt, but I digress. Reignited has been used as the launching pad. Having said that, the legacy of Spyro in general, so including the original 3, but also Skylanders and also the Legend of Spyro and also everything else, I believe that shovels of references and tie-ins and potentially crossovers may stem and be sourced from that, but the focus and primary look at is going to be the core original 3. We got 9 minutes before we can wrap up. How did I end up with 410 gems out of 400 on play? I have heard that glitch. If you could add a new ability for Spyro in the new game, what would it be? Ooh. The one that I always think of is like, imagine you're gliding and all of a sudden you need to there's like a obstacle that shows up, a thin obstacle where Spyro while mid-flight could blink. And it's an electric-based ability, so he's flying, and all of a sudden you see him, he gets charged with electricity, and then he just dives forward, and he blinks, so he dives forward, he goes invisible, and does a short-form teleport, and then appears on the other side, just for a short-distance blink. I think that would be really cool. I'm sorry, Hannah Vincent. Have a good night. Besides Spyro, which other game announcement excited you the most? Halo. That Halo game looks incredible. I'm sorry, Combat Evolved, this new Combat Evolved game, it looks fantastic. It looks so good. I think that it genuinely, I haven't been excited for that Halo game since Reach, and I absolutely love it. It looks so good. So also again, I'm happy with Oot being announced. I love Oot. I love it, and I can't wait to see it. But why are they not bloody showing anything? I hope that it includes skins. I had talked about that before. I said that I hope that it's true. I hope that we see skins. But I think it'd be really cool. Travis donated $2 super chat. As long as there's portals, much love for CG. Aw, thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that I would say that there should be portals. I don't think it's going to be as big. I don't think it's going to be as big of a factor, but I do think portals should be a factor in some way. And again, I think that I think overall it would be, you kind of need some aspect of portals, because as I said before, Toys for Bob said they're fans, and I think portals would be a really fun aspect. What form do you plan to play Spyro on? Yes. PS5 or it depends. So it depends. If there's a bunch of exclusive stuff over on Xbox because it's Xbox Studios, I'll have to play it on Xbox. If it's like the same across the board, I think I'm going to either go PC or PS5 because my PC is kind of, I got a pretty decent PC. And hopefully by then I'm going to have it upgraded again if I can afford it, because goodness gravy, has anyone seen the prices of these things going on? It's blah, blah, blah. It is just insane. Every time I'm like, maybe I can afford it. Nope. Nope. Tiff Moore donated $8 through Super Chat. I love the combat from Shadow Legacy. What are your thoughts on this system? Learning skills, combat moves from elders, etc. So I think that, I don't know if the Dragon Elders are going to be involved, though if there are Dragon Elders involved, it wouldn't be any dragons that Spyro would know. But I think that there being a skill tree is absolutely a great idea. I think that that is going to be a really good idea. And I am not jealous of Toys for Bob when it comes to combat, because the combat is going to probably be the hardest thing when it comes to this game. I think the combat is going to be the hardest thing to balance, to make it not a spam button mash fest, but also not make it a a one-shot wonder like the original games are, because I know it can't be a one-shot wonder, but also it can't be like a button mash fest. So I am going to lean towards something that a lot of people are going to groan at because so many games have done it, but it may just work, is something close to how the overworld works in like Breath of the Wild. You know how you have the little encampments and stuff, and how long it takes Link to be able to clear one of those. You know, some of those creatures, it takes like, 2 or 3 hits and then they're done, right? And then one bigger character. So I think that that would be I think that that would probably be the best way to go about it, I think. Are you getting on Switch too? Yes, I'm going to get it for every console. So I am going to most likely get a review code. I think that that is, I don't think that that's a spoiler. I don't think that that's arrogant for me to say. I'm fairly certain I'm going to get a review code. Again, I'm trying not to be, arrogant, but I do think I will get a review code. But even if I do get a review code, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be buying a copy of the game for every console, everything. I'm going to buy at least one for everything. I think that that's going to be, I'm going to buy, because I want to support it, right? And I want to put my money where my mouth is, right? I'm going to do one for each console. And if there's a collector's edition, I hope there's a collector's edition. I really hope there's a collector's edition. So I hope there's a collector's edition. If there is, that would be great. There was somebody that got mad at me. For saying that, which is wild. Quite literally, somebody was mad at me for saying, "Oh," I said, "Man, give me a collector's edition." And they were like, "No, how, they were like, "No, absolutely not, just the game." And I'm like, "Jeez." Okay, fine. You can go on. Yeah, if you go on, it's kind of hilarious. It's over on Twitter. So while on the subject, I'm not going to show it because they go a little harsh, and I'm like, man, geez Louise. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, at asonic588 on Twitter. I was just like, whoa, geez, calm down there, bud. I was just like, because I tweeted while on the subject, hey, Spyro the Dragon and Toys for Bob, what are the chances of there being a collector's edition for Spyro Realm Beyond? The kind that comes with extra goodies, cosmetics, and a statue, and I have just the eyes. And this person got mad at me for saying, hey, can we get a collector's edition? And they just found it offensive. They were grossly offended by me asking for a collector's edition that they don't need to spend their money on. They don't need to spend their money on. I'm just saying. Like Jiminy Christmas, some people are just absolutely insufferable, man. Just insufferable. Imagine getting angry at somebody because like, I'd like a collector's edition of this. That'd be nice. No! I was like, okay, geez, calm down there, bud. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow with, guess what? More Spyro. We're going to do more Spyro. And then I promise you that next week we will go back to balancing the streams a little bit. But I am super excited. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.